G'day Knuckleheads, Uncle Knackers here, and welcome to episode 48 of my Own a Builder series. We are so close to the end of this job, just the deck and the driveway to go. And what I'm doing here is that I'm marking out the finished height for the front deck. Now what I want is for the top of the board to finish up just underneath the bottom of the sill on our front door. Now the timber's just arrived, smack on time, and I think I may have overwrought it. There seems to be a lot here. So all the timber for the front deck has just turned up. Now both of these packs, they're both Tonka, which is the same material as to what my front veranda posts are made of. Therefore they're all going to match. Now there's a little bit there, so guess what I'm doing this weekend? Better get to it. Now I've got to get back to this leveling up process. Now when you do it, take your time because you've got to get this spot on. Too easy. Once you get the height you want on those two end posts, run a string line through and then mark all the intermediate posts so they all finish up at the same height. Once that's done, grab your saw and start your checkouts. And just in case you're wondering, I am going to be doing a more detailed how to build a deck series coming up shortly, so stay tuned for that one. After a fair bit of mucking around, I finally got these checkouts made. Tonka is an extremely hard timber, and to get these checkouts just right, it's quite difficult. But a bit of perseverance, and it's worked out beautifully. Now before I insert any beams onto these posts, I want to treat those cuts. And I'm using an LOSP product, which is a light organic solvent preservative. It is an end sealer. You squirt it onto the cut surface, and this product soaks into the timber and helps preserve it. Give it a good shake. And just squirt it on. And don't be shy with it, give it a good old squirt. Now I'll let that dry before I insert those timbers, and I might even give it a second coat, see how time permits. Cheers. Just a few seconds ago, this beam was a big 6 metre length. I put it in place last night, but there's a huge bow in it, so I clamped it under pressure and I hoped that overnight it would relieve some of that bow. I came back today, put this beam in that checkout there, but the pressure from this beam was pushing upwards because I heard the roof creak. So unfortunately I've had to cut this beam, and now instead of one nice long length, it's two pieces. But anyway, that's what you have to do sometimes. So as per usual, get your LOSP treatment and spray the ends. You don't want these joins rotting out. Beautiful. Okay, get those remaining fascia beams on and then attach them to the posts using some galvanized cup head bolts. Now I like to countersink in the head of the bolt because I think it gives it a nice industrial look. Drill through the post and then bang in those bolts. Beautiful. So after 2 days of hardcore floor sanding, this is what has come off those floors. A bin full of sawdust. Plus an extra 3 plastic bags. Now that's not a bad effort. So there are the floor joists all done, and it looks pretty good. Now to finish it off, all we need to do is run a row of noggins right down the centre, and they'll help stiffen up that floor. And then finally, just attach these hanging brackets on either end of each floor joist. Now they're very simple to put on. You just slide them underneath the joist, just like this, and then nail it to the joist and to your fascia beam. Now another great reason why I like to use these brackets is that when you nail from the back of the fascia beam, you're not putting any fixings through the front of your fascia beam. So that keeps the job looking nice and neat. I like it. Now here's a quick tip. If you're doing a deck similar to this and you're putting on a lot of those hanging brackets like I have, see if you can lay your hands on one of these coil nailers. It is simply a gun that has a coil of nails in it, which is fed up through the top here. Fencers use these because they're so fast. I've got 40 brackets on this job, and each bracket has 20 nails in it. So that's 800 nails, and I did that in about 10 minutes. Proof's in the pudding. If you can get your hands on one, do it. It'll save you a truckload of time. Now that all the subfloor work has been done, we're now ready to start putting down some boards. And I've got two drills set up. I've got one here with a countersinking bit in the end. I haven't tried these before, so I'm interested to see how it goes. Apparently, when this drill bit goes down and this section here hits the board and stops spinning, the depth is correct and the countersinking is spot on. So I'm interested to give that a crack. And the second drill bit, or the second drill, is just set up with a drill bit in the end to insert my, whoop, not that, my stainless steel screws. Alrighty, less chat and more action. Let's get into it. Now I've got this template made up, so all I need to do is place it on the board directly over the joist, drill through those holes, and that way all the holes should be the same right along that board. Or at least that's the theory. Let's give it a go. Getting there. When I countersink these holes, it just leaves a bit of a burr. So before I insert the screw, the stainless steel screw, I just want to take that burr off. So a bit of a sand, like that. Blow out the sawdust. And we've got a nice clean finish. All that burr's gone. Beautiful. All I need to do to finish the deck off is to build these steps And we are done, you little beauty. I have to say, it hasn't come up too bad. I'm happy. So I hope you enjoyed and found that video useful, and as per usual, a big thumbs up is greatly appreciated, and if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button for more handy tips. And make sure you stick around, because I'll put a few more photos up of the deck in a bit more detail. Okay, I think this deck needs two things. Number one is a comfy old chair, and number two is an icy cold beer. That's my idea of total bliss. Alright, well I'm off to find an old chair, so till next time, I'm out of here. Cheers. Sorry folks, just me again. I've had a bit of an issue uploading those photos of the deck to my iMovie program. I've just recently updated my browser, and for some reason there's a bit of a compatibility issue. I hate technology, seriously. But anyway, what I've done is I've uploaded all those photos to my Pinterest page. So if you want to take a squiz at that deck, I'll leave a link to that Pinterest page in the description box below. So make sure you check it out. Cheers.